I have over 300 routes. Hi there, I'm Golden Routes, and today we'll be taking a look at how many routes I actually have. Um, I don't know why this went into the negatives, but I don't have negative 365 routes. So I added up all my routes that I have created, and I have 365 of them created. Now, I have more than 365 routes altogether. I just have to work on recreating my other ones and all of that still. So I probably have closer to 500 routes, if not more than 500 routes. And that's not even an exaggeration because I have several routes to recreate still. Like I had 10 routes per each like zone in Warlords of Draenor, maybe more. And that was just urban mining routes, you know. And there was what, like 6 zones, maybe 7 zones in Warlords of Draenor. So there's 70, 60, 70. And I still have all my rare and chest routes to recreate, which I don't know how many zones there are. I have a total of 96 zones that I have created routes for. I counted all of that up as well. Um, so, if there's rare and chest routes for just about every single zone, and I've already got 96 of them, there's over 96 zones. So, that's roughly 50 of them, maybe 70 to 75 or 70 to 80, I guess I should say, because I have some of them created, but not all of them, so it's kind of a hit or a miss for those. Um, but yeah, so if you're wondering where to get these routes, and you'll hear me talk about this a lot, especially starting now, from this, like starting from today and so forth. WildFarming.com is the place you'll want to go to get these routes. I have been focusing a lot on newer content rather than recreating, just because I know a lot of people and a lot of players are playing newer content as opposed to older content, so there's not much need for me to cover old content unless if you got those few stragglers who just kind of want to make gold or level up old professions, or make old transmog or something like that, and they want to go out and farm their own materials, which there's not a whole lot of that right now. So there's again not a whole lot of reasoning to go out and recreate old routes, but the routes I still need to recreate are like the uncommon ores for classic content. I've got to recreate a lot of herb and ore routes for classic content as well. Um, a lot of skinning routes as well. I just I have a lot. I probably actually have closer to 700 to 800 routes if we're being completely honest. But I don't want to stress test the add-on routes because I don't know how many add-on or how many routes that thing can hold. And let's see if it's showing. It's not showing up on my add-on memory yet, but I'm sure it will at some point because I'll have a ton of routes. I guess I'll have a goal of not recreating, but creating 1,000 routes by the time, not before Dragonflight hits, but after Dragonflight hits. My goal is to have 1,000 routes. I think that's a pretty solid goal. Um, as much as I don't want to stress test the add-on, I kind of want to just create that many routes. But thankfully, with WildFarming.com, I'm able to delete my routes and get them back as I may please. So that's a really good thing about WildFarming.com. I do have a lot of my routes up for just about every material there is in the game. I say just about every material because Wild Professions actually skipped a couple. I think he skipped around 50-ish materials that I know of. I'm sure there's more, but he skipped a couple of materials, and those still need to be turned into an article and not a draft anymore. So that's going to take some time though. But for the most part, just about every material there's a route for it, you know, and it's my route. I'd like to stress that as well. To get these routes, you'll need the add-ons routes and routes import and export. This will really help you with gathering materials and all of that. It's a lot better than just running around collecting herbs as you go. Now if you are doing like world quests or just questing in general, then I would recommend just picking up the nodes as you come across them. But if you are strictly farming for a material, I would highly recommend using a route. So let's see here. I have 365 routes created, which there's like, I want to say, actually let me just look really quick. I can just look. There are 335 routes, which means I definitely need to be recreating them. But how I'm going to be doing it is I'm going to make a video, recreate what I need to recreate, update the article, and have all of my routes in it. If I find more routes for said material, then I'll just update it later, but for the most part, my goal is to recreate as I make the videos. This kind of forces me to do a little bit of both, of working on the website and working on recreating my routes. Again, I have so many of them that I'm probably going to end up deleting a lot of them and just starting fresh basically. And if I find a route that I want to keep, then I'll just import it and all of that. For those who don't know how to import, I will be making a guide on it again here eventually. Once things get going for the website and the channel, I am going to definitely do it again, do the guide. But as a quick little thing, all you have to do is type in /routes. They don't have to be caps, I just had my cap box on. And then let me come all the way back up top. You want to go to routes. A lot of people think it's an ad, but nope, you want to go to routes, and right here's the import box. Again, you need import and export in order to do this, or routes import and export, I should specify a bit more. And there you have it. You know, you just put your code in here and whatever route you chose will show up. Anyways guys, that's all for now, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.